this week's episode of the Smugcast. On this week's episode, we're going to be talking pneumonia, syphilis, and broken toes.
Fuck.
I'm Dan, and with me again are all my sons, Jordan,
Hello again, everybody.
Jeremy,
How's it going?
Justin,
Hey there, guys.
and Jared.
What's up?
Saw, dude.
No one can hear you, so you need to speak up.
I'm literally like licking this pop filter.
All right.
Oh,
don't-
it's the poppiest of filters.
I just want to start with Justin. You did a little better job editing this week.
I think I nailed it.
You got us out by Wednesday. It only took you, 3 days this time?
Okay, first of all, I was done editing on Tuesday, and it was uploading from Tuesday to Wednesday.
It took that long to upload?
Yeah, it takes about as long as it takes for the video to play for it to process on the...
Okay, so that's only an hour.
Yeah, I finished editing at midnight.
Oh, all right. Well, that's good.
Just do it faster.
Okay, I'll get right on that.
Good.
All right, so what happened this week, boys?
Well, somebody...
About
Someone
Jared?
had an accident.
Damn it.
Do you want to explain what happened? Do you want me to do it for you?
Go ahead.
I still don't know the exact details about how this happened.
I just know you're dumb.
So, someone here is an idiot.
Well, we're all idiots, but
Well,
this one is especially.
One more than others would be a good way to put it. So, me and my brother work together, and when we were doing our job, he has to move wooden pallets that you stack boxes and stuff on top of. Well, this is the first time I've ever heard of anyone doing this, but while he was trying to put a pallet away, he dropped it on his foot.
Yeah, on my big fucking toe.
I don't understand how this happens.
So what happened?
I mean, he's...
What
he
went wrong?
basically-
Where did it fall apart?
When I put the
At the
pallet
nose.
down, I forgot to move my foot. And it just fell on my toe.
And we were not wearing steel-toe shoes? We work in a warehouse, and we don't wear
Yeah.
steel-toe shoes?
Don't you
I will
own
from now
steel-toed
on.
shoes
Yeah,
too?
I do.
Don't
I
they
do.
not
what?
require it though?
They don't require it there, no.
Well, lesson learned. Wear your fucking steel-toed boots.
I just
I'll
hope
be-
I'm not forced to wear steel toes because he's an idiot.
So you had to go to emergency care?
I had to drive him.
Yeah, Justin drove me. They burned a hole into my nail. That hurt a lot. They had to release all the pressure and blood from underneath the nail.
Well,
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Please get real close to the mic while you're saying that.
I got
Do
two
it.
sits in the waiting room while that was happening, so I missed almost 3 hours of work just waiting for him to get out of there.
Did you still get paid?
Yeah, I got paid. I was
Yeah,
on the clock
on
the
the
whole
clock.
time,
Good.
right?
Also, that just makes me just feel queasy inside thinking about your toe being drilled into to release that blood pressure.
Have you seen
pressure.
it?
I saw a picture. I don't want to see it in person.
You sent a picture out?
Yeah,
you
I
didn't send
did.
it to me. Yeah, I didn't get it either. Show me
I don't
right
know.
now.
I don't know. I just sent it to the first 10 people on my Snapchat.
What the fuck?
I'm not in the first 10?
I didn't even know you had Snapchat.
Do you have Snapchat?
Do you have
Yes, I have
Snapchat?
Snapchat. You guys have Snapchatted me before.
I've never used it.
Snapchatted you.
I've never sent you one.
I might have. I'm not sure. You're definitely not in the top 10 though.
You need to get on it. You got to get more popularity.
Yeah.
Well, I don't Snapchat anything myself.
Well, there's your problem, big
Yeah.
boy.
That's why no one snaps you.
Because you don't snap back. You
That's
leave
just
that
rude.
little red triangle.
Well, I lead a boring life. I have nothing to Snapchat.
Oh, but you can make an hour-long podcast.
Yeah, and look how difficult that is, finding stuff to talk about.
You
Yeah, what happened on Grimm this week?
God.
Don't
They
you
killed
ever
another
find my
fairy
picture
tale?
again.
They killed another.
This fairy tale creature is actually real, guys. No way. Yahweh.
Well, you know what? Why don't you tell us about a house you saw on HGTV?
Tiny houses.
Tiny houses.
Fucking
You
hate
know
tiny
what's even
houses.
better
I'm down
is-
for one.
is House Hunters Renovation.
Oh, that show is the best.
Where they show you the houses that they don't buy, and then they show you fixing up the house they actually did. So it's like an hour-long episode.
Of them buying a shit house and then making it probably still a shit house?
Yes.
No, they always do a great job with those renovations, and they always go over
Is
budget.
that the DIY network?
No, it's still HG.
Oh.
HGTV.
I love the DIY network because they always have those episodes where there's these people don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Oh, Renovation Realities. That is awesome.
They're bringing that back to HG.
Fuck.
It's like first time flippers. I'm so excited to watch it because these people don't know anything.
It's funny because they're just fucking up, just over and over.
Oh, I didn't mean to take out that wall. Guess we have to build a new house.
So we're recording this on Sunday because on Friday Jared had his first football game, and I mean by football game, marching band.
Hey, I have a solo, so I'm pretty important here.
So I had to sit through a whole half of a high school
For
football
2 minutes of his show.
for 2 minutes of his show.
We should have gone to my competition
And then
yesterday.
he had a competition. And what place did you come in?
The drumline came in second to last. So,
Oh, they have separate for the drum line?
yeah, there's visual, and then music, and then drum majors, and then color guard, and then percussion. Like, that's all the categories you can get scored in. So our percussion came in second to last because we have dumbasses.
You kept telling me how tight the drum line was.
Tight.
Yeah, it's like it's good for us. Like it's good for us, but
But compared to other
but in
people, it's
reality
not good.
we're still
It's-
really bad.
The drum line is the best part of the band.
But apparently that's not saying much.
It's not
It's not.
because there's like 3 good people, and then everyone else kind of blows. I'd say maybe 4 good people
In the band or in the drum
in the
line?
drum line. Out of like a 15,
Are you one of them?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
out of like the 15 person drum line,
He's number one.
it's like 4 to 5 people are good, and then out of like 190 band, it's like
15.
30 maybe.
Well, at least on Friday you got to see your son on the football field.
Yeah.
50-yard line.
Yeah, he was on the 50-yard line. He was in a marching suit, but not shoulder pads.
And I looked
but-
pretty damn sexy, didn't I?
Those new outfits were looking good, I gotta say.
But I can't blame you. It's my fault because I took you out of football once they started talking more about concussions and.
So
brain
that's what
damage.
happened to the rest of us.
Yes,
Concussion.
that is what happened to the rest of them.
That
Good thing I
explains so
hated
much.
football.
I actually never got a concussion, which I was very fortunate.
I never got concussed either because I didn't give my effort.
Jeremy's the only one that got concussed.
But it's not just concussions. It's the what do they call them? Subconcussive hits. Just the constant.
It's the subcranial damage that goes on
the
with your head.
constant,
Yeah,
hitting of
the-
helmets.
the
back
clicky
together.
dicky.
Did you say the clicky dicky?
Yeah, when you're just like clipping each other.
I remember when Jeremy got his concussion, and they like pulled him out, and they set him up against the bleachers, and he's just like spinning around, like his head's just like, whoa.
Oh, he got crushed on that play.
Oh,
too.
it was fine.
It's like whenever Jeremy drinks, is what it looked like.
That's true.
When he drinks, he just gets a mild concussion.
Yep.
Just brings them back to that
Slow
moment.
leakage out of the brain.
So before we started, you were telling us about you're getting trolled, Jordan.
Oh god. Okay. So Thursday evening, I was playing Destiny with one of my friends online, and we were doing. It was a 3v3, and our team lost, which is fine. You know what happens. I'm not the best PvP player. But after we finished the match, our random third player like sent me a message, and he's like, "Thanks a lot, asshole." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "We lost because of you." And I was like,
I believe him.
I believe him too.
I don't even know what's
Yeah.
going
I
on.
mean-
I
Jordan,
believe
you're an
him.
awful games player. Let's
I
be
mean,
real
I
here.
agree. Like,
What class were you?
I was playing. I think at my Titan at the time.
Oh, it's your fault.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, I'm like, okay, sorry, I'm bad at PvP. And then he said, quit Destiny, scrub.
Yes!
And I was like, someone's awful butthurt about this.
Scrub Lord.
Scrub
and-
Lord.
Typical D-bag scrub. Gotta take your salt on the ones that are better than you. So sad.
Wait, what is that? Typical D-bag scrub. Gonna take your
Douchebag.
salt.
Yeah, so when
Yeah,
someone...
if you're salty.
If
about
you're
something.
salty about something,
But you weren't salty.
no,
was
he
trolling
was
you.
super fucking salty.
he's projecting.
He was
That's
super
what happens.
projecting. And then so I was telling my friend about it, and my friend sent him a message. He's like, hey, dude, you know, our team lost because we're a team. And my friend was like, by the way, I did better than you anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. So this kid stopped messaging me and him, and the entire time he's like, stop messaging me. Stop messaging me. And I was like, what are you talking about? You're the one sending me messages. And then he finally was telling things. He goes, just like your pussy boyfriend, stop messaging me. And I was like, my pussy boyfriend? You mean my friend Ken? And then he eventually goes, die slow, proud faggot, get good scrub, adios.
This person was 12.
I know.
I was gonna say if you were playing on console and
This-
not on a PC, it's most likely that it's a
it
child.
was terrible. And
How does
then
he know you're a faggot?
That's what I'm saying. This guy,
How does he
well,
know?
it's just
Well,
insults.
can you-
Those
you-
are just common insults.
Oh,
You
yeah,
just call
they
someone
are.
a
They
faggot.
You just call everyone a
Everyone's
faggot.
a faggot.
so he keeps going back and forth, and I'm like, bye. And he's like, go bother someone else, pedophile. I'm not interested. And I was like, the fuck you
Yeah,
keep messaging
he's,
me?
he's 12.
How did
He's
he know
12.
you were a pedophile?
Right? And then I'm like, but he was messaging me and my friend the exact same messages at the same time. And I was like, really? Like, you can't get creative with this at all? And then after that, I was done. And then he kept going, stop bothering me, pedophile. You and your boyfriend keep messaging me. please stop. Stop, pedophile. You and your salty boyfriend keep messaging me. Please stop. And I was like, the fuck are you doing?
There's literally no messages from you on this entire screen.
No. So eventually me and Ken both ended up reporting him for harassment.
Oh,
that's
come
what
on. What
Oh,
the
you're a
fuck?
fucking bitch.
Why?
No. At first it was like funny.
Actually, tell them to start commenting on our YouTube videos, so we got something to talk about next week.
Yeah, talk about us being pussy ass
We have,
scrub
like,
bitches.
No comments.
Why would you report him for harassment? Don't be that. What are you, fucking
be that
a
guy.
40-year-old parent or something?
It would have been like
He
it was
used
entertaining for a while,
profanity.
but he just wouldn't stop. So we reported one comment and blocked him, and then we're done
That's
with
all
it for
you
the
do is
night.
block them. I don't even have to worry about it. So why don't you, like, if you're gonna play this game, when you first go on, just say, "Hey, I suck pretty hard. Are there any other sucky guys who want to play along with me?"
Because it's just kind of
No,
random.
fuck that. You just go rogue, man.
You go rogue. You bring the
You
whole
get on a
team
team
down.
of 3 and you don't cooperate with them at all. You just go
Well,
rogue.
because that's
You
the
just
thing.
be a dick the whole time.
That's kind of what you do sometimes. Like a lot of times, if I go in without any of my friends online, it's just like me and random people, and we don't communicate at all. So it's just kind of like a horse shit. That's like what the fuck we're gonna do. And especially in like objective play, when it's all randoms, you never actually play the objective. You just kind of go around and kill people, which is the stupidest part in the world.
This is the exact opposite of my experience with Overwatch.
Again, like with a first-person shooter, especially because you want to shoot people, and so like the objective, we were playing. I think it was the salvage match, where your team of 3 has to go find a point, hold the point for like a set amount of time, and then you get points for holding it. And a lot of times when you go in with randoms, no one actually tries to go for the point.
No, most people
They just go hunting for kills.
go around kill people. But I mean, that's what I would do when I first started playing games like Call of Duty
Well,
or
also
something.
in-
I would just play like capture the flag or shit that had an objective, and I would just be doing the objective. Go let other people kill, and then it opens you up to go grab the flag or whatever. And
But
shit
also
like
in
that.
Destiny, there's like all the, because it has like that MMO style, there's like rares and stuff you can get, and it's so much easier to get rares through like online matches instead of through the story. So people will just join a match and then not do anything or like fuck around, so they can still get an item that they need or want, and without having to actually do work.
All right, this is why I don't play online. I just used to like to sit in my room by myself and just play on the console. and
Just
that's
sit there, play Punch Out, and cry a little
We're
bit.
gonna have to change the subject because your mother said that listening to you guys talk about games is boring.
She
You
cannot
know,
listen.
she
Listen
can
to
shut
her
it.
talk about.
Listen to her talk about General Hospital is so interesting.
Well, we can talk about how she sits around on her iPad and watches videos of people cutting hair all day.
No.
long.
We could talk about how she's gotten old. She sits around and plays solitaire by herself
We can talk about how she's
all
rude.
day.
Well, you can't play solitaire with somebody else. That's
I
what the
get
point-
that,
that's the
but
point.
just sitting there playing solitaire, which is the same thing like every time, it's so boring.
We can talk about how she's rude and like we'll be watching TV and then just like, oh, here's a video on my iPad, max volume. Stop.
It is rude. If she ever comes home, whatever you're watching on the TV, you have to stop watching it.
Oh yeah, it's right away. It's either like, I don't want to watch this, or turn this crap off.
I'm not
Or then
watching
she puts
fucking
on-
South
then She
Park.
puts on the chew.
Or she just
Oh
makes so
my
much noise that you have to stop watching it because you can't hear it anymore.
She watches the chew and she's got her videos going on her iPad at the same
While
time.
she's on the phone.
While she's on the phone, you can't listen to anything at one time.
The chew, the view, the pew. It's all fucking terrible.
The
Boy.
Jew.
Pew.
God.
Fuck. Cut.
Just cut it. Just cut it. It's gone.
We're out. Snip, snip.
All right, but moral of the story, Jordan, don't be a fucking douchebag and report
Yeah, I
people.
don't report people.
Just for trolling you a
Faggot.
little bit. Come on.
Fine.
Don't be a poor sport.
I mean,
Part
I,
of the game
you're
is
just
harassment.
salty.
I don't think so. I don't think you.
He called you. He told you you were salty. You must
All
have
you gotta
been.
do is just block it, right? You can't see it. That's my whole point about all this goddamn
Cyberbully.
cyberbullying bullshit. Just don't fucking look at it. What the hell?
It's
What
very
the-
easy to not look at it too.
It is very easy not to look at it. I
Yeah.
don't understand any of this shit at all.
And even
Although-
with like YouTube and shit like that, you can
Disable
you can
comments.
disable comments.
And likes.
So anybody who comments on it, you don't have to see it. Or they won't. They actually won't let them.
Comments.
Yeah.
I want to see this shit, but if I didn't
Oh,
want
yeah.
to, then we just turn it
That's
off,
why when people
right?
are talking shit when I'm playing video games or something, I think it's hilarious. I'll sit
course
there
it's
and listen to them
hilarious.
call people
Oh,
fucking
but they're being
assholes.
mean to me.
Jordan, did you never play a
Can't handle
sport?
that.
Well, get good.
Again,
Everyone's so
Like, there's so much
sensitive.
shit talking in sports. Why do people not think about it in like
Jeremy used
online?
to spit on people's hands when
That's
he was
half
at the
the
front
fun,
line.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Half the fun is being a dick while you're playing games.
That's the whole
Honestly.
point, isn't it? You gotta rub it in people's faces. Again, back to the title of our podcast. the Smugcast. You guys say, hey, look, I'm better than you. Fuck off.
Like Jeremy did the first week, where he's like, the Democrats are just better than the Republicans. It's not a difference of opinion. We are better.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Of
did.
course we're better.
You're like, we're supposed to be better.
Now
Oh yeah, we're supposed to be,
We're gonna
but
get
we're
back
not.
We're going to get back on to Hillary.
Are we right now? Is this how it's
Yeah,
going
this is
down?
how-
Are we gonna
because
talk
this
about that
is-
op-ed?
This is really bothering me. Again, we have no other choice but Hillary, but this is the kind of shit this week that
Jeremy's
bugs
triggered.
people, bugs me, is this pneumonia bullshit. Again, she got pneumonia, she didn't tell anybody, she's hiding things again. It goes again. People can't trust her when she says something or doesn't say something.
Oh, he's triggered. Oh, the salt. The
Why
salt.
wouldn't she just come out and say, yeah, she's got pneumonia?
Cause she had to hug all
Why
those
does
little
she
kids
have
and
to
get them
hide it?
sick too.
Again, that just goes to her being secretive and paranoid
And a bad
and
leader.
untrustworthy.
And irresponsible.
I disagree with that entirely. She had a case of walking pneumonia, which is not contagious, and she does what people do. You get a sickness, you really don't have to tell people, and you work through it.
Right,
That's
okay.
what America does.
Okay, but then, yeah, sure, it's great that she worked through it, but you don't have to hide it. And after she had her little episode at the 911 thing,
1-1.
911.
the 9/11 thing, she didn't come out right away again and say, they came out and said, oh yeah, she just got overheated. And then it was like 2 hours, they said, oh yeah, she was diagnosed with pneumonia a couple days ago, but she didn't tell anybody.
Because it was an inconsequential
No,
thing.
it's
No,
not.
yes, it is. If that was
It's
that was something
important.
that nobody
No.
needed to know.
Yes.
It is not important
Yes,
for us
it
to know
is.
that she had a case of
Maybe
non-contagious
not
pneumonia.
up until that point, but when she passed out or when she had her little episode, then it's important for us to know. There was no reason to keep it secret. She was just being paranoid again, like she always has been, and sometimes for good reason. But this time, no.
Speaking of 9/11, real quick, at the football game Friday, did you hear the announcer when the band went out to do the national
Oh,
anthem?
yeah.
Yeah,
He
we
was
were-
like,
we were
he was
making
like,
fun of him.
please stand up for a moment of silence to honor those from the 9
From the
9/9 September the 9th 9/11 attacks. And it's like,
What?
dude, what? Did you have
What
a
are you
stroke up
talking
there?
about?
He was flubbing it all
He said
night.
September the 9th.
Maybe he's
He's a high school
he's having
field
seizures
announcer.
like Hillary Clinton. Have you seen that video of her head like uncontrollably bobbing?
Just going ham.
I thought that was Monica.
Oh,
You all are awful people.
That was
hey,
a good one.
don't usually like old people, like people who are like 68, like Hillary Clinton, when they get pneumonia, isn't that like life-threatening sometimes?
No.
I think
I
it is.
think it
I've heard a lot
is.
of people die from pneumonia. Isn't that what fucking who
When
just
someone
died
has
recently?
AIDS, they say they died of pneumonia, like Freddie Mercury. Oh yeah, he had pneumonia. And Rock Hudson. Oh yeah, he had
Oh, yeah, he had
pneumonia.
lupus.
They might have really had pneumonia, but it was compromised because they had AIDS. That used to be the thing. That if you had AIDS and died from AIDS, oh yeah, he had died from pneumonia.
My friend had
Well,
pneumonia.
because he probably did. Because doesn't
Well, because AIDS just removes your immune system.
Oh, but Jim Henson did die from pneumonia too because he went and didn't get it treated.
see, people die from pneumonia. It's a big deal.
I want my president to be
That's
healthy,
what
or at
went
least tell me
downhill,
they're
that's all
not.
I gotta say.
That's what Kermit.
Jordan.
You
How you feeling over there?
Yeah, you look so triggered.
So upset.
Oh, he's so mad. He doesn't even know.
Say anything,
He
it's
doesn't
like
even
turning
know.
red.
Those pink cheeks.
It's one of those things where this
You don't think that it's a problem that she's really paranoid and secretive like that? You don't think that's a problem at all? A little bit?
for something like this where it isn't our business to know if she has pneumonia or not. No, I don't think it wasn't. It's not our place to have them disclose to us what kind of medical they're treatment getting if it isn't for a serious medical order. Like
Like I said, when she was first diagnosed, but after it happened, then she's got to come out and say it.
and she did. Granted, it took
Yeah, took like 2-3 hours before they said
because they had to
anything.
make sure she was better and feeling fine. And
To make an announcement,
Yeah,
Yes.
she
When-
has plenty of staff who could just
Were-
come out and said, yeah, you know what, she's been diagnosed
were her
with
staff the
pneumonia,
one
she had
operating on
pneumonia."
her? Like, what was the? Were they the ones in the hospital room with her? I don't
Why
understand.
again? This is something where she is unfairly targeted for being sick and working through it. This is not a major news story. This is not.
It definitely is.
No, it is not a major concern.
Oh no, I don't give a shit about this
Then
at all.
I don't know. Me and Pudge watched the video of her falling down like 30 times
Yeah,
on Sunday.
that's really funny.
It's awesome.
Other people's torment.
Again,
I read that she lost a shoe too. Did they
Oh, yeah.
Did they
She
just
lost
lay
a
it in the
shoe?
street, or did they pick it up and throw it? In the
Oh, was
that
it
shit
like
on eBay.
was it like Cinderella?
Yeah, it's
She
just like
left it at
Cinderella.
the ball.
That would have been funny though. Just left it laying in the street. I love when I see one random shoe laying in the middle of the road.
There's always a story.
It's like,
where
what
did
happened
that
there?
come from?
What happened there? Who lost that?
I saw a dress shoe lying in the street on the way to work the other day, and I'm like, something happened here.
I saw a raccoon lying in the street on the way to work.
I saw that too.
Right on Caden Farm.
It's been there for a while.
Yeah, it has.
This table kind of represents the American public on how people feel about Hillary Clinton. What, 1 in 5 people like her? Is that what it is?
One gay out of 5 people.
I'm not even.
You can't even.
Well, you know what? Hey, it's because she's a woman, man. It's really
It's
not.
because
she's
honestly,
a woman.
we only don't like her because she has a vagina.
Right.
That is the reasoning.
icky.
That
It
is
has something to do with it.
that is
No,
a
it
huge
doesn't.
part of it. If you try to say that there is no reason for this, that if you're ignoring the fact that she's a woman in power, trying to go for power, and that's why people don't like her, you're just being ignorant.
Especially when she first came to be known, like back in the 90s, a lot of it was, oh, she's a woman, she doesn't know what she's doing. Which is probably true, but...
Probably.
You know
Doubt
what?
it.
We gotta stop saying that, because I keep getting in trouble.
Oh yeah, cause mom likes her. Right?
No, about women.
Oh, cause mom's.
Mom's a woman.
Because mom's a woman.
Believe
They
it or
have
not.
feelings and shit.
What the fuck are feelings? We don't have those, right?
I've heard about these one time.
Yeah.
Like, okay, maybe in the 90s it was a legitimate concern, like, hey, she's getting a lot of shit because she's a woman. I don't feel like that is as much the case nowadays.
It is still a huge part of her campaign. There was an article that I read. It was a scholarly article that I read. It was by a PhD candidate, and she did. I believe the article was released in like June. It was like May or June, and she did media analysis of Hillary Clinton's campaign coverage, Bernie Sanders' campaign coverage, and Ted Cruz's campaign coverage for good measure. She analyzed how the print and news media covered their campaigns, and for a majority of their information, both Bernie Sanders and Ted Cruz had substantive debates about their policies, about their issues going forward, and most of Hillary Clinton's press was either about her personal affairs or a negative inclination. Nothing about her policy, nothing about her experience.
Her pantsuits and her hairstyle. And
Everything about Hillary Clinton was normally a personal news media coverage, and it was all negative. Both Ted Cruz and Bernie Sanders both had more positive, issue-oriented coverage in both print and news media. So there is a definite bias in the way we react to her as a candidate than it is to any other male candidates on both the Democratic and the Republican side.
like I said, I would say more in the past. I would say now it's pretty irrelevant. I mean, there are still some people out there.
There's a
who
very
don't wanna
small
give her
amount of
any
people who,
credit.
You
don't
can't
like
tell
her
me that
as a
more
woman.
than 50% of the people who don't like her or don't trust her are just people who don't like her because she's a woman.
Well,
Because
I,
I'm gonna say
I don't say it's more than 50%. I say now there's a few, but there's plenty of women who don't like her, and I'm assuming they don't not like her because she's a woman, right?
that's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, it could be that.
So there are
Women
there are
hate
who
women.
still
There-
think that
there are-
that's
Honestly, that's true.
There
though.
are a ton of
There
women
are
that
a
still think
ton
a
of
woman
women who-
can't hold this office.
Yeah.
There are, yes.
And that is a huge problem. Like, especially with women of that age range, like our generation, we don't have that problem to pretty much an extent. But a lot of people that are like dad's age and people older, they still have a large issue with women trying to go for high positions of power. They still have a major issue with it, and that's how it's covered in the press, is how a woman attempting to go for a high office of power gets treated more negatively and more unfairly because they don't believe it's her place to do so.
Right? What is that saying? I tried to understand women, but women understand women, and they hate each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys read Hillary's Twitter bio?
No, please read it.
Wife, mom, grandma, women plus kids advocate, FLOTUS, senator, sex state, hair icon, pantsuit aficionado, 2016 presidential candidate. First, hair icon. Wha? Have you seen that picture where it compares Beans from Even Stevens to her?
Yes, yes.
Her hair kind of looks like Beans. And then pantsuit aficionado. Pantsuits are.
Even Stevens.
Hold up.
It's
That's
an old
really
Disney Channel
strange,
show.
isn't it? The first 4 things that she mentions on there are her personal things, not her political opinions or anything like that.
Because people don't like when women go for strong things. So she has this problem where people see her as cold and hard.
or
and
maybe
not
that's how she
motherly.
promotes herself,
I
Jordan.
also didn't finish reading it. It's also tweets from Hillary signed -H. She
Yes.
doesn't tweet all her tweets.
No, because she.
Well,
has
I know. I mean, it makes sense,
Well,
but just
no,
like,
none of the political candidates. tweet
well,
out
yeah,
their own
but just like
tweets.
you gotta know when it's her. So
Except
it's
Trump.
H.
We don't tweet our own tweets. We have our.
We have a
our,
social media expert.
coordinator.
I barely tweet at all. Follow me on Twitter.
Follow me on
I gotta
Twitter.
keep checking and making sure our social media coordinator isn't tweeting the wrong thing every once in a while. But
I trust her. She got it.
So she's a wealthy white Southerner who. Or not-
Southerner.
Oh.
Southerner?
She's
Well,
from Park Ridge.
Yeah, but she was,
She was in
married to
Arkansas.
Arkansas. She's a wealthy white chick who went to Yale. We're supposed to feel bad that she's a woman, and that's held her down so much.
She is oppressed.
Come on.
I don't feel bad that she's a woman. And I got no problem.
We're
with a
supposed to
woman
believe
being in
that she's
charge.
been.
I just feel bad.
Held
that she's
down.
I
down.
live that every day.
I think you dismissing the fact that she has been oppressed is kind of telling. Like, that's people dismiss the fact that women, especially during her time trying to grow up and get through the position of power that she has currently. Like, do you think that was easy and that she wasn't held back by barriers at the time?
Yeah, you do think that? You think it was easy or not easy?
Yeah, I think she had it pretty easy.
You think so?
I do.
You really think so?
Yeah,
pinned
her
tweet-
personally, I think she did. Yeah.
Women as a whole, probably not, but there might be.
Her
I don't know her
personally, I
past.
think-
There might be a case where Jeremy might be slightly correct,
No,
but I don't know.
Like if you were reading, there was that time when she was talking about how she wasn't the typical wife who was going to sit at home and bake cookies and have tea because she wanted to have her career, and she got a lot of shit for that.
Oh. Well, good.
Why is that good?
Well, I mean, someone has to say it, right?
Someone has to say what? That she gets that.
That
No,
she shouldn't have a
no,
career?
no.
She
He's
should be at home
agreeing.
baking
He's agreeing
cookies?
with her.
Yeah.
Someone has to stand
Right,
up
and
and.
she got a lot of shit for it, so that it was difficult at the time for her to have to deal with that. You have to admit that.
And that's what a lot of this campaign, especially from the Republican opposition, is trying to relitigate things from the 90s. They're trying to re-bring all that stuff back up against her, because that's what the opposition does to her. They always try to bring up things from the past to play against her, like all the time. It's all they try to do.
I mean, that's kind of necessary though, because like you don't want a president who's like, oh, they're good now, but like before they were pretty awful. But it's like, well, they could just might be awful again.
Someone
They might just
that
be
has
playing-
shown poor judgment in the past isn't the best person to put in charge of the future.
Someone
What
who-
is your criteria for poor judgment?
Jordan, I am not getting in a debate with you. I am just clarifying
Right,
the statement.
Let's move on.
if she
Fuck
lynched
off.
people and then she says she doesn't lynch people now, I don't want it. She might lynch some more people.
What are you talking about?
It's just
It's just an example.
I don't know. I'm just
That was
trying
a
to throw
that was
something
a
out
very
there.
very poor example.
Yeah,
I
you
mean-
think I care about politics?
All right, let's move on.
I just read her Twitter bio.
Spiders. Let's talk about spiders and my pussy sons.
Oh God.
Hold up, son.
Yeah, it's
Not me.
Oh,
No,
you're
no,
all
no, I
crying
fucking
about
hate
all the
spiders.
spiders. Oh, I can't go outside because there's so many spiders.
no,
What's
it's just
going
Jeremy and
on?
Jordan.
I go outside all the time. I'm the one that kills all the motherfuckers down here.
I let a
Bullshit.
spider
You can't
live in
hang
my
out
mirror.
inside with them all.
I hate spiders. There was a spider on my car the other day. It was like inside on my windshield. I was freaking out.
There's a spider web coming from like the mirror of my car to the window of my driver's side door. I just leave it there. I won't disturb him.
And Jeremy would do what? Burn the car down?
No, there's a fucking web on my car right now.
He won't touch the car.
It sucks. No, I still gotta drive it, but not happy about it.
I have got no problem killing a spider. What I have problems with are any flying insects.
Because then it's just annoying.
Because if it flies, I don't trust it. I can never guess where it's gonna go.
I hate bees. Bees are the worst.
But it's not like we have any like those Japanese hornets around here that'll kill you when they sting you. We
True,
got
but
nothing but little tiny little bees and house flies.
yeah, but they still suck. They're assholes.
This girl at Bang got a bee sting in her mouth.
How?
Because she's dumb as shit. And
Did she
was,
eat a bee?
She was eating a sandwich, and like the bee landed on her sandwich, and she just ate the sandwich. So then the bee stung her tongue.
I got stung on the lip once. I was playing softball and I was out in the field and a bee flew in my mouth. So I went to spit it out, and as I went to spit it out, he got stuck in my lip and he stung me right in the fucking lip.
Ooh,
What an asshole.
Nice.
that just sounds awful.
Why would it fly in your mouth?
Because bugs are stupid and they fly in your mouth
Yeah.
all the time.
Dumb. Dumb. That's why we should just kill them all off.
So what would you do if
No.
you found a spider in your drink, Jeremy? Would you dump the whole thing out, or would you just try and pick the spider out, or would you drink around
Oh
it?
my.
Dump the whole thing out. It's not worth it.
You're gonna waste all that alcohol?
It's not worth it.
He was trying to pour a drink for me and him, like getting us like just like iced tea, and there was a spider like on the counter or something by the cups, and he's like, oh my god, there's a spider. I can't pour these drinks. Watch out for it. You might die.
So the drinks weren't even poured yet?
No.
No,
I told you, I put the glass down and the spider crawled out of the glass. It's fucking bullshit how many spiders are in this house. We need to bomb this place,
I
man.
don't think we have any more spiders than anybody else.
I think we do. Definitely.
There are a lot.
There's a lot of fuckers here.
Jimmy, what would you do if there was one on the ceiling of your room?
I mean, it's happened before. It sucks, man.
Do you run out of that room? Because there was one on my ceiling the
No,
other day.
I kill
and
him.
I
when
grabbed my
have
shoe
to,
and just crushed
but
it.
it depends on the size. You know what I mean?
How big? Like quarter size? Is too
Like
big
that
for
one
you?
in the garage yesterday.
Oh, he was a big one.
I would not.
I've seen
fucking
bigger,
kill
but
that one.
How big was he?
He was about. I can only show you.
Quarter
like,
size?
Yeah,
bigger than
Bigger.
a quarter.
$1 size?
Bigger.
Probably
Bigger
no.
than a $50?
If you're
No,
counting the
probably
legs and how
probably
far
just
the
like a
legs
little
went
bit,
to.
little bit more outstretched than a $50. Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking huge.
That's
When did you
still.
kill it?
No, he fucking escaped. He's probably in the
Well,
basement.
now
right
he's having. Now they're putting babies around here. You're the reason there's spiders in this house.
That's right.
'Cause you
you're
won't
not
kill
killing
them.
enough.
What? I kill him when I have to. What are you talking
You had to
about?
kill that one. You have to kill him whenever you see him.
Just be
Justin's
glad.
the one who fucked it up.
I missed him.
Again, just be glad we don't live in like South America or like Sub-Saharan Africa where there's like the dinner plate size spiders. Just be happy we're not there.
Or
Australia.
Do you guys remember that like 1,000 Ways to Die story where the spider was in like the bag of bananas, and then it bit the dude and he just like became paralyzed and died?
Yeah, that could still happen.
Yeah, banana spiders. Those
Yeah,
things
but
are-
like that's less likely here.
No, because the bananas are shipped here.
Yeah, bananas are
They get
shit.
stuck in the bags of the bananas, so that shit fucking could still happen.
I feel like it's less likely in America. I feel like they won't make it past the people unpacking them. They'll just kill the people unpacking.
So
it,
as
not
long
me.
as we're not unpacking produce, we'll be fine.
They won't get past the border patrol. All right, let's just go back for 1 second, and I want to say that I don't think it's fair when you have an op-ed written in 2016 about a presidential candidate who's running in 2016 to bring up, you know, some of the bias she might have received in the past for being a woman, when nowadays I bet there's a small, tiny percentage that might have a bias towards her for actually being a woman, but most people these days
It
don't.
feels like dishonest journalism.
Well, I don't think so, because if you just look right here at this sausage fest.
But none of us hate women. None of us really
Right,
hate
but there
women.
are still a lot of people out
There's
there.
not a lot.
And-
You can't just say there's a lot of people and that makes it true. There's not a lot of people who
and
hate
you can't
women
say
out
that
there.
it's not fair like that. The problem is with our generation, it's not an issue too much anymore. But again,
Yeah,
with
people
the
like me, my age.
people dad's age and older still have that fucking bias, and
They
that is a
don't.
People that are
large chunk of the
75.
population.
How do you know
That is
they
a large
do, though?
chunk of the media controllers and a large chunk of the people that actually vote.
Now Jeremy's talking my language. How do you know this? How do you know?
There's studies and polls.
How
and
do you
surveys and stuff.
do you know
Any-
for sure?
Any recently though, that say
Sure.
that the majority of people
I
over
didn't
40
say
hate women.
majority over people.
All right, a large portion of people over 40.
Don't
A
hate women,
significant
but there's
portion.
Still, there's still a significant portion of older people who believe that women belong in a kitchen.
Well, what's this study?
You know, make me a
What-
sandwich.
What is this study? Where is this coming from? What's this information
oh,
you
we're
have?
gonna start looking it up now.
Yeah,
Jordan's already.
Jordan's searching.
I hear the click clacking of the
Speaking
computer.
Jordan, it's a good thing we have.
He's
this,
all like, click, clack, move, cow's the type.
Good thing we have the gay Hillary supporter here, because then we need all our stories come from him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because we were talking about the legislation in North Carolina and how much money they're going to lose because of the bathroom bill.
What is that? I didn't actually get a chance to see it.
So they basically what it says is that in any kind of public area, government building, public building, whatever it is, you can only use the bathroom that your birth certificate specifies your gender. So if your birth certificate says you're a male, you can only use the male bathroom. If it says you're
Even if you've gone through
even if
the
you've
process
gone
and you
through
have
it,
a
yes.
vagina
I don't know
now,
how they plan to enforce it
Yeah. Is there a guard outside every bathroom? That sounds like a huge waste of money.
exactly.
And that's why it's a hate bill. It's a discriminatory hate bill.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's really costing a lot of the taxpayers money because there's been so many lawsuits. I think the article said,
Yep.
and that anytime you're going to sue lawyers or the government, that money comes out of the taxpayers' money. So the people of North Carolina are suffering for something that apparently most of them don't even want.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say if you count together, like all the concerts they're losing and all the NBA All-Star games, and
NCAA,
now the
ACC.
NCAA, they're looking at like $390 million total
Ouch.
so far.
All this because they
Just
hate the
because-
gays.
No, they hate trans.
Just because some legislators are afraid that someone's going to go in the bathroom.
They think it's icky.
Exactly, and they're saying that you don't want pedophiles going in a girl's bathroom, where I don't even think that's a problem.
Well, there was
to
nothing
begin
stopping
with.
them before.
Exactly, and there was nothing stopping them from before, and it didn't happen.
Didn't John Oliver say that has literally never happened, where someone who claimed to be trans has gone into the opposing bathroom to diddle somebody? Like, that has literally never happened.
Yeah, we've
somebody
never,
just
I don't
diddle ya.
think it's ever happened. No.
I like the term diddle. It makes it, not so
A little lighthearted.
awful.
Like
Yeah,
like a paradiddle.
Like a paradiddle.
like a paradiddle. God
And when you
damn
go
it.
into a woman's bathroom, there's nothing but stalls anyway.
Yeah, you can lock the door.
Yeah, you go into a stall, you can't see nothing anyway. What is I don't understand what the big difference is.
How do you know? How many women's bathrooms have you been in?
Lots.
I have to
Oh.
clean them at work.
Yeah,
So,
we used to have to clean them. I worked.
I used to have to clean them, too.
Bathrooms.
I am wrong.
so I'm scum. 'Cause I
You
to go
guys
to a
have been in
woman's
women's bathrooms. I have not.
You've never been in a woman's bathroom?
You've
No,
never had
in
to clean a
elementary
bathroom
school, I
before?
accidentally walked into one and just pissed, and I was like, "Oh, whatever."
Wait, you realized you were in the wrong one and you stayed?
Yeah, I had to pee, so I peed in the stall and I left.
I almost walk into the woman's bathroom every day now.
What do you mean?
Oh, is you?
Because my new work, because we moved.
There are no signs.
No, there are signs.
They're just
except-
opposite from the last office.
Exactly. It's opposite from the last office. In the last building, the women's room was on the right and the men's room was on the left. So you just walk in, turn the corner, boom, you're there. Now it's the exact opposite. So now I turn in and I go and start going in the women's washroom. I'm like, oh shit, it's the wrong one. Every time, even when I tell myself when I'm leaving my room, remember to go to the right side, I still go to the wrong
You
side.
are an old man, just stuck in your ways,
Little
not able to adapt to
75-year-old man
change.
Can't remember where the bathrooms are.
Well, just after 3 years of going to the left 5 times a day, now all of a sudden I go
5 times a
straight.
day? You are old. Jesus, get that under control.
Can I tell you how pissed I was
Ha.
Did you
when we
pissed
went
yourself?
to
Pissed.
Wrigleyville and all the bars, because
Well,
the
that's right,
fucking.
you went down to Wrigleyville for the Cubs clincher that didn't happen.
Oh, wait, was there a
that
trough?
No, they clinched it that night because
night. Well,
the Cardinals
yeah, but not
lost.
their
But yeah,
game.
no, they lost
Right.
the game.
Okay,
yeah.
so you're in Wrigleyville.
And we're just bar hopping down there, just celebrating the Cubs. And I got the fucking toe problem. And every single fucking bar down there, the bathroom's in the basement. So I got to go down fucking flights of stairs and back up flights of stairs
He's got
just
to
to use the
gimp his
bathroom.
way down the stairs.
Did they
Yeah,
have?
and I'm
did they have
drinking, so-
troughs?
No.
Did they have
It's
a
at
dude in
Wrigley.
the
We weren't-
bathroom
We didn't
chilling
go
with
to
a towel?
Wrigley. We were at the bars around there.
Because we need to find a trough. Because I'm.
You're gonna dive in it for $100.
Can
Yeah.
I
What
say?
was it like down there? Were there a lot of people down there?
There was a decent amount of people. It was, yeah.
I
it
gotta
was
say the
nice.
weirdest part about going to like a bar in Chicago is like even if it's like not a good bar, there will be some dude in there with handing out towels in the bathroom,
Yeah,
trying
every
to get like.
bathroom, there's a fucking attendant. And
There's
it
some
sucks.
dude there, and I'm like, dude, why you gotta be here like watching me? It's not cool.
I feel like you're the type of person to
You
be
just gotta
like.
check his birth certificate, make sure that his birth
Honest,
certificate says
just
male.
make the attendants do it. That'll
Come
save
up to
money.
you and put soap in your hands. Like, man, I wasn't even planning on washing my hands. What the fuck? Now I have to.
Justin, you're the type of person where it's like if there's 3 urinals, you won't take the middle one if there's 2 people on the ends.
Oh no, I will.
Okay. Because someone yelled at me yesterday for at the competition, like, dude, you taking the middle? I'm like, yeah, man, I gotta piss. I'm such a homo.
I'm just
What
trying
are
to.
you supposed to do? Wait?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, wait, no, there's
No.
an open urinal. Let me pee.
What I do hate is when there's like 4 or 5 in a row and you're at one and a guy comes in.
Oh, yeah, and just stands right
he's
next to you.
You're like, dude, there's 4
Yeah,
other urinals.
It's like
Go
if
over
someone's there,
It's
I'll
out for the
choose
round
to go away from them. But if there's no choice but the middle, I'm pissing there.
Yeah, Jared just
Hey.
goes in, dicks out for Harambe. Boom, got it.
They say that you should use, when you walk in the bathroom, you should use the first urinal. Because that's usually the cleanest, because most people walk right by it. So
I
it's
thought that was
least
the rule with
used.
stalls, not with urinals.
Urinals or stalls.
I always use the first one.
Yeah, me too. It's the closest, and I usually have to
See,
pee
now
really
that's
bad.
become common knowledge. It no longer
And it's the
applies.
shortest one, so it's like,
Well, I'm sure it does.
and it's the shortest one usually, so like I don't gotta like. Sometimes if it's really
Oh,
tall, I gotta
sorry.
go on my toes.
Oh, you mean it's usually like the kid one. It's like
Yeah,
your foot off the
it's like the
ground.
top of it's only at my stomach, so I just kind of pee right on top.
I'm
of it,
always scared to
basically.
use the kid one because then as soon as I use the kid one, a dad and his kid will walk in, and then
Yeah.
the kid's gotta wait.
See, half the time I have to use the kid one because I'm too short for most urinals, and if I go to the regular size one, I have to like stand on my tiptoes and pee,
I
and that's
hate-
just
I-
awkward.
I hate urinal heights because I hate going to a bathroom where like the one is way too tall and the other one is way too short.
It goes from like this one's like 2 feet off the ground to this one's 5 feet off the ground, and you're like, man.
Jordan, you should just carry a footstool with you wherever you go, because everything is too short.
You should buy
too
those
tall
like
for you.
Skechers girl shoes that have a heel in them, but they're like high top, so you can't see the heel.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull a Disco Stew from The Simpsons and just get like the
Platforms?
that have the
Platforms?
goldfish in the mid, swimming in the middle. That's
Ah.
what I'm gonna do from now
So
on.
boss.
Robert Downey Jr. or Tom Cruise shoes that elevate you so you can be the same height as everyone else.
Oh, here's something that's fucking disgusting. Fucking Becky pulled up this article of this woman who fucking paid like over $1,000 to get surgery on her goldfish. Because you saw that?
Yeah, I saw that
I
too.
don't know if they go for
Insane.
Surgery or just spent that much at like a vet.
And a vet for her fucking goldfish that lives 2 weeks.
Oh, you can have a goldfish that lives longer than that.
Oh, but come on, what?
I know,
It's a fucking fish.
You feed it to a goddamn piranha. We used to have piranhas. Uncle Billy had
I don't.
piranha and like it's called an Oscar, big ass fish, and we had a little tank of goldfish. You just feed them to the piranhas and watch it.
If you're Giovanni, you just put it in your beer and drink it.
How many times
Did
has he
he
done
do
that?
that?
3 times.
He's done it a lot. He loves swallowing goldfish with his beer. I don't understand it.
Jesus, he is an
That's
animal.
awful.
No, it's great.
It's
He's
cool.
frat boy. He's frat boy at heart.
It's a good party trick.
12-year-old.
Oh, I love him.
That kid.
No, he is the nicest dude to be around, though. Like,
I know
he
he
is the
is.
coolest dude.
Brought us Yingling.
He brought me some Yingling. All I know is how come I had to pay the $20 and you guys drank half my case?
Oh, because you have the money.
You're the father here. You pay for your kids to drink.
So I
Yeah.
said we would contemplate having Giovanni on the show, except I'm afraid that he might say something that might get him in trouble.
Might.
I mean, let's be real. He would say many things that would get him in trouble.
Yeah, but then we have a chance to correct him.
It'll be fun.
And, like, he'll have to face the things he says.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll have a situation where he has to kind of watch himself because
I guess.
everyone
Maybe
can
because
hear,
He's just so likable that no one will even think twice about it.
right?
Hmm.
No, you don't think so?
No.
If you're likable, you can get away with some awful shit. It's true.
Yes.
Trump, yeah, he's
Trump
totally
is not
likable.
likable.
Totally likable.
I like him.
He's got a lot of charisma. A lot of people say
like
that.
him.
That shiny orange complexion. Ooh, baby.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus.
Awful.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So we said we were going to talk about music on this podcast, right?
Would you have something to say?
So, Dad, guess what band came out with a new music video?
Dance Gavin Dance?
Fuck yeah, they did.
Oh,
for the new album coming out.
He showed it to me yesterday. It's good.
It's a good
really
song,
good.
and the video is funny as hell.
It's not good.
No, it's real
What
good.
song?
Betrayed by the Game.
I never heard of it.
Well, yeah, it came out 2 days ago.
Oh, well. I never heard of any fucking Dance Gavin Dance songs.
You
Yes, you
It's like-
have. I've played some before.
I've played a shit ton
Oh,
of
except
them.
for the turtle one, right?
Chucky versus the Giant Tortoise.
Yeah, I've heard that.
What is it?
Chucky versus the Giant Tortoise.
That's the name of the song.
Yes.
It's actually pretty good.
It's
yeah.
really good.
They're
it's
a
really
good
well
band.
done.
I'm going to
Except
see them
here's
September
my thing:
30th.
is that the lyrics sometimes that's that band, right? With the
Yeah,
lyrics
John
just
Mass.
are a fucking hodgepodge of fucking
Oh, yeah,
stupid
just
shit.
shit.
Like it's just bullshit, and then I don't understand why. If he likes Justin, I'm talking about here. If you like the fucking lyrics where it's just a bunch of bullshit just thrown together, why don't you listen to fucking hip hop music or rap music, man?
I do listen to hip hop and rap, but the thing I like about his lyrics is that it is a hodgepodge, but when it's in Dance Gavin Dance, the other guy Tillian, he has like a consistent theme throughout his lyrics. So when John Mess comes in and just fucks everything up, you're able to make a meaning out of it, even though it is just kind of like random
and
bullshit.
also, like,
you're able
hip-hop
to
and rap
interpret
now.
something because of how random it is.
Hip hop and rap now just kind of have like the same boring beat behind them. And Dance Gavin Dance is actually like technical musicians who have like talent. and
Yeah,
skill.
they're really good players, and they show it
There
off.
are plenty of good music.
But like the mainstream like hip hop and rap now, it was just the same beat kind of thrown over.
If you listen to like Kendrick Lamar and you listen to Chance the Rapper, they got real
Oh yeah, they're
musicians
good.
playing
Like,
Those guys are good. I like
have,
those guys.
I have Kendrick Lamar on my iPod or on my phone.
Like you throw that on,
But,
I've got
like-
no problems.
But like a lot of the more mainstream or not
like
more
DJ
mainstream.
Khaled.
Oh,
Oh,
Does
DJ
he even
Khaled.
does he even make music? I thought he's just a fat dumbass that's like
He's
Another
he's
one.
a DJ. Yeah,
Oh.
that's what he is.
Did
But
you
know,
see-
they can feel the mood of the room and play the right music. Bullshit. They're just hitting play on their
Did you see
iPod.
Larry King interview him?
No.
He's like talking to him and he's like, "How'd you gain all the weight?" And it's like Larry King savage as fuck.
How? I ate things. That's
Yeah.
how. Weird.
He like asked him a question about like his brand or something, and he's like, "Okay, how'd you gain the weight?" and he's just like, well, and like the video just cut, and I'm like, that's
So, what's the name of the new song?
betrayed by the game.
Okay, what game is he being betrayed?
Playing the game, bro.
By? Which game?
The game.
The game.
Which game?
The music game.
The
How
music
is he
game.
betrayed by
The music game or the game of getting it.
Or how is he betrayed by it?
How is he betrayed by it?
What is he trying to say in that song?
I haven't done a lyrical analysis yet.
I mean, it's more about the game of like getting it, because there's lines about love and shit. He says love a couple times.
Oh, he says love a couple times.
I only heard the song once, and I only saw the video.
But the
So
video's
I don't
funny
know
as hell.
I don't know the lyrical content or anything like that.
But it's got
But
a
it
groove.
sounded really good. Like it had a really good groove. It had like interesting melodies and stuff like that. It was good.
I'm seeing them September 30th. I don't even care that I have a parade and competition the
I told
next
you that
day.
I'd go see Periphery with me if they ever came back.
Heck yeah, Periphery, awesome. Their best band, top tier.
Hey, combining two great things. I saw a dude make a marching snare spree to a Periphery song.
Oh really?
Yeah, and so like if you don't know, a spree is just kind of like, it's like a long kind of exercise that just kind of like focuses on like chops and like your chops and like skills you're learning, and like kind of puts them all together and puts like rudiments together in a way that's like kind of difficult and like helps you like get stuff across. So we made a little like lick spree thing to a Periphery song. It's like really cool.
Did Chance have his concert at US Cellular yet?
It's next Saturday.
This
Yeah.
next Saturday. Are you going?
No, I'm not going. I don't have money for that.
I heard it's kind of expensive too.
Yeah.
But you know what I did hear is that he bought all the tickets on the
The website?
on the what do they call them? The second market, is that what do they call it?
What do you mean?
Scout Hub?
Yeah.
Like StubHub. He went and
Oh.
bought all the tickets, whatever they cost. He bought all the tickets and he's selling them for face value.
Oh, nice. Because that's why we're getting
That-
screwed with
I'm
the fucking NSP
so-
concert that we want to go to.
I am so mad. I want to see Ninja Sex Party more than anything right now.
Yeah, we all want to go see them. And when the tickets first came out, we just didn't happen to have enough money in our funds to get 4 tickets because we needed 4 tickets, and they were $30 is what they were going for in the morning. So by the time we looked at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, because they went on sale at 10, by the time we looked at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, they were all sold out, and now they were going on like Ticket Stub or StubHub or Ticketmaster for $160.
Here's what
It's
you
just a
do.
bunch of assholes buying
If you
tickets.
really want to go, you wait until the day of the show or the day before, and then you check on prices then. Because what's happening now is that these places are buying all these tickets. I was just reading an article a couple weeks ago about like the Beyonce.
Oh, it's
tour.
pissing me off.
The Beyonce tour. All the tickets are sold out, but they're playing in front of half-full stadiums because the tickets are sold out. They're being bought by these second market people, and then they're not selling them. So there's tickets that are out there that are not being sold. So they're playing that. Even though the shows are sold out, the stadiums are half full. So you go the day before or the day of. You guys never have any plans, so you can do that.
True.
Go the day of and see how much tickets. You could probably get cheap tickets that day.
They've got to find a way to fix this, though, because that is infuriating to the consumer and infuriating to the
Well,
artist.
I thought they put in like a limit, right? You're only allowed to buy a certain amount of tickets now.
There's got to be. There's got to be a
Right,
limit.
but if you're StubHub, you got 2,000 people going and buying 4 tickets. There's 8,000 tickets right there.
That's why I like the concerts I go to, because the bands are kind of small enough for no one like on StubHub or Ticketmaster wants to go buy them and try and sell them. So it's like, I'm gonna buy this $20 ticket, and
You're
I'm
so
actually gonna
underground
get
and
there.
edgy.
I'm starting to get to the point where, like, I might spend the $120 just to see that show. Like, it's starting. It's making me mad.
I know Becky's down with you.
I'll.
Back in the 80s, I spent $125 to sit front row for Metallica.
Yeah.
the Billy.
Ew.
Probably worth it.
That's
$125
worth it.
back in like 1980.
That's like
You know, back-
$900
or
now.
something.
Back in that time with Metallica at their like peak, basically, yeah,
still
that's
wouldn't see
probably a
them.
good
Was
use of
that,
your
Tim?
money.
Was that after the Black album?
That was, might have been And Justice for All. Might have been before the Black Album.
If it's before the Black Album, I
I
definitely
think it
would
might
go.
have been before the Black Album.
That would
Anything-
be a good show.
Yeah, anything
It
after the
was
Black
really
Album.
good. It was sitting on front row. I got sweated
Like-
on by James.
I don't love
Nice.
I don't love Metallica. I don't love listening to their music, but I would say like at a live event that would be a lot of fun
I
to
don't like
see
them.
old Metallica. Because I saw a live band do a cover of Fuel, which is not even like a good song by Metallica,
Right.
and
Yeah,
it
that's-
was still like great crowd interaction with that when that song came on.
A lot of their live shows that I've been watching, they still open up with Battery.
Do they still?
That's all right.
That's a great song.
Dude,
Hell
did
yeah.
you hear the acapella version that those guys made?
Fuck.
I will show you
No.
later. It is
Fuck
so good.
acapella.
Fucking, it's.
What guys?
I don't know what they're called, but it was just an acapella version of Battery, and it was so funny. It was so good.
It was good or funny? Which
Both.
One?
Both.
Is it
Because
like that,
they were acapellaing the word,
That's not a real word.
I don't know, but they were saying the word battery for the dun 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 dun. So they were going battery, battery. So it was simultaneously really cool and really funny.
Is it like that stuff where it's like they'll take like Skater Boy and make like 1960s ragtime, like that thing?
No, it wasn't one of those. That's the Postmodern Jukebox on YouTube. They
Another
do that.
YouTube channel to check out is the Two Cellos.
Oh yeah, those guys are good.
They do really good songs. Like they did Whole Lot of Love with Two Cellos.
Yeah, they do
And
like
that was really cool.
Apocalyptica style stuff.
Isn't it Apocalyptica?
They
No,
were a
it's-
Metallica cover band, but
They were,
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, but Two Cellos are just these two guys who take a bunch of songs and they just do the whole thing with their cellos, and they'll put it to
So they
like
but they stole that from.
no, but they'll
Apocalyptica.
put it to like Beethoven songs. So like Whole Lot of Love also like flows into, was it Beethoven's his ninth or one of his symphonies?
I've
and
heard a
they
couple
kinda,
of those.
like, they
They're
mash
really
together.
good.
Yeah, they mash together really well. It's really cool.
Really?
Yeah, you should.
It
Everybody
was like
should
the
check 'em
Linkin
out.
Park Smash Mouth mix, where
Oh,
it
I
just
love that.
fits perfectly.
Smash Man.
Speaking of cool mashups, a band at one of our competitions yesterday did a Queen show. They played like Bicycle and Bohemian Rhapsody. The color guard rode around the field on bikes.
Nice.
That is so cool.
It was it was really cool. They didn't have like some super serious show. It was just like nice and fun.
Did they win?
I don't think so.
No, because
No, because
fun stuff doesn't win.
Yeah,
But you know what?
and they did had a major tear with their drum line.
What's a tear?
The tear is when so the drum major's up to conducting for the entire band. So a tear is when like a section isn't with the rest of the band. So the band was on one time and the drum line was at their own time. But then it was really weird because then like the snares of the drum line tore again from the bass drums of the drum line.
Is that just like when you guys are marching? Just when you
No, when they're out of time.
It's like with
Oh.
all music. So
Oh.
when someone's out of time.
So it's metaphorical. It's not like the drum head tore.
No. But the
It's what
snare drum-
happened with the national anthem that we
Yeah,
were
the
at.
national anthem Friday.
With the eighth graders with a measure behind.
measure behind.
Yeah, it was like that.
That's a tear. It was awful, and we were laughing
hilarious.
during
it was
the anthem.
so bad. I was looking at
Laughing during the national anthem.
It was so
I was
funny.
looking at the people next to me, like doing a buzz roll. I was like, "What's going on?"
Mr. Cynical.
Yeah, Marissa's like, Dave was trying not to laugh. I said, fuck that. I was laughing my ass off.
I saw you trying to hold it in at first, but then you gave up, and you were like, "I'm good."
Because they were so bad. And then their band director's out there, like with her arms up to like way past her head, and it's like, "What are you doing? That's not good."
No one can see what you just did.
I was showing it for you guys. Jesus, not everything is for them.
Yeah, his audience means nothing.
But we love you, audience. Thank you.
I tolerate
I
you.
don't give a fuck about the fans.
Oh,
Fuck
Keemstar.
the fans.
Fuck Keemstar.
Who?
Killer Keemstar.
Who the hell is that?
He's the dude from Drama Alert, and he's a fucking tool.
He does videos on YouTube of like the drama that's on like the internet and stuff, and he's just like a douche.
Let's get right into the news.
But the news is like, these people DM'd each other.
This person
And
said something on
disagreed.
Twitter. He's a fucking
Alright.
40-year-old dude who just reads Twitter comments all day. Fucking loser.
Hey, I could do that.
I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you could.
You could, yeah.
you could.
I'm pretty sure you do.
I was thinking about Leafy the whole time Jordan was talking about what the kid was messaging him the whole time.
Killing yourself.
You pedophile. You probably have AIDS, man.
You're gay. AIDS. Freddie Mercury.
Just saying gay things.
Yeah.
That.
Just nonsense that's also gay.
All right, so the last couple of weeks we've been having Jared bring up we'll talk about a sex term that he has to explain to me because I have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah, Dad's boring.
But the
True.
boys wanted to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
What they want to do is give a term to Jared and have him try and tell us what it means.
Before he knows.
Before he knows.
So he's got to create the term, basically. So, Jared, your word is chumley.
Country of origin, please.
The UK.
Okay, so I haven't heard this one, but I know the dude on Pawn Stars is called Chumley, so I assume it's something to do with like some fat sack of lard. So it's probably like shitting on someone's chest or something like that.
Wow.
That's close.
Wow, he's
That's
close.
pretty
Let's see.
fucking
Let's see.
close.
Let's see if we can. All right. Expand on it. Come on. You're almost there. You
All
got
right, so
this.
it's got to be like it's got to be with shit because Chumley.
Yeah.
And it's a sex thing, I'm assuming, right? It is sex.
It has to be some kind of fetish.
It's so it's like, isn't it like one of those things where it's like you take a shit between your tits? Isn't it one of those things?
No, that is the Cleveland Steamer. Is what you're
Ah,
thinking
okay.
of. Also fun, but no. Do you want me to give you the answer?
Yeah, I think I'm close on it's poop oriented.
You're
It's not a dirty Sanchez.
Yeah, Dirty Sanchez is you just wipe it above their lip.
the filthy Hitler.
Yeah.
Chocolate Hitler.
So a chumley is when a female defecates into a man's ear.
Ooh. Kinky.
That is, wow.
So the chest is pretty close to the ear, so we'll give you a B- on that.
Whoa! Passing grade. If this was an honors class, that's an A.
I thought it was when a greasy fat guy tried to rip you off on shit you were trying to sell.
Yeah, that usually. That
I
was-
hate Pawn Stars. I
Oh
can't.
God, they're awful, right? I cannot get over how awful television is. Like, there is like nothing good on. The only thing
No,
I'll watch
you're
on
wrong.
TV is South
TV
Park.
is way better now. We're in the golden age of television.
I like
no.
South Park, and that's like well. There's
Rick
a
and
lot of
Morty's
really
funny.
good like. Vic and Morty's
There's a
good.
lot of good
Like
scripted
programs,
TV shows, yes.
yeah. But like garbage TV that's on,
Reality-
it has gotten to its
Reality
lowest point.
TV is awful. It's always been awful. But like a lot of the scripted, like written out shows are pretty good now. There's a lot of good shows now.
Yeah, there's a lot of good scripted shows like on HBO and Star and stuff like that. But like regular
Yeah,
package
reality
deal
TV is awful.
Is garbage.
HGTV is awful.
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 Wrong.
Eric Andre show is always good.
Eric Andre show.
That's not on TV though.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
it's on Adult
It's
Swim.
on Adult Swim.
Oh,
Jonathan Davis. Everyone here a fan of Korn? Everyone cool
killed
with
my
that?
throat.
Everybody's cool with that.
What was that, Mayhem Fest that they were at?
Riot
Is that
Fest is this weekend.
Mayhem is done.
Oh,
They're done
I
doing
think
Mayhem
Riot Fest
Fest.
is a shit lineup. I'm pretty sure.
It's this weekend.
Yes, it is a shit lineup.
Yeah, I'm.
Isn't like Pierce the Veil there?
Well, Lore's band decided to go there. That's why they didn't have practice yesterday.
What?
Lore's band?
Lorelai?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
the person that makes our music? Yeah.
Coraline?
Coraline.
Lorelai.
Lore.
Oh, I heard-
music by Lore.
I heard the people that made Coraline and that Paranorman,
Mm-hmm.
Tim
they put out
Burton.
another movie. No, it wasn't Tim Burton. They put out another movie about some kid with a magic like guitar in like feudal
Oh yeah,
Japan.
Kubo and the Two Strings.
I heard it was awesome, and I saw some of the animation
I
work
heard it
for
was
it.
really cool,
It
too.
looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like
I
it is
thought
so
those
smooth
movies-
and fluid for stop motion, and it's full stop motion except for like green screen backdrops. But
I'm pretty sure weren't those
holy cow.
movies animated by Tim Burton?
No, just Nightmare on Elm Street, or not.
No,
Nightmare
Tim
Before
Burton
Christmas.
I think
No, he
also did Coraline and
Yeah.
Paranorman.
He did
No,
those.
no, he didn't.
I'm
No, he
looking
didn't.
it
It's a
up.
different
He
team.
definitely
No,
did.
Tim Burton definitely did Coraline.
Jordan, there's a reason you have the laptop right in front of you.
I have an iPhone. I'm better than you.
Who's
I'm
at
looking it
Riot
up.
Fest,
Death
Jeremy?
Cab for Cutie's
That's
gonna be
right, that's
there.
right.
I will possess your heart.
Morrissey. You
Oh,
go see Morrissey.
Oh, I'm so sad.
Although I mean, the original Misfits are gonna be there.
With
There's
Glenn
something good.
Danzig.
Danzig.
Rob Zombie's gonna be there,
Rob
so
Zombie.
that would be cool. But then
Zom-
you have other shit. Well, I mean, there's a lot of shit.
Like, well,
Pierce
we
the
did.
Veil, All Time Low.
Ugh.
Some guys I've never heard of, Glassjaw.
Don't know that.
Oh, they're
Or-
actually good.
But How is Gwar there without Odarius Arungus?
Odorous Arungus?
Yeah. I don't know.
Odorous Arungus. That's a great name.
Ween? Anybody know who
Oh,
Ween
that's a shout out
is?
to Emily if she's listening.
Anybody know
Wait,
who
what?
Ween is?
Yeah, I know who Ween is. They were not very good.
I know what Halloween is.
Under Oath. Not terrible.
How many?
They're death metal, right?
No,
Yeah.
Under Oath is not death.
They're
metal.
like post-hardcore.
Under
They're,
Oath is death
No,
metal.
they're post-hard.
they're post-hardcore. They have like a good album.
No.
Social
No, they're post.
Distortion.
They're like Pierce the Veil.
What?
Social Distortion.
Social Distortion. I
Eh.
was never a big fan of Social Distortion.
They're okay, but
Coraline from the director of The
little much.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Motion City
Fucking Tim
soundtrack.
Burton.
Tim Burton did do
that?
Coraline,
Oh,
but he
they-
did not do Paranormal.
Justin, what's that song you like?
Which one?
Motion City soundtrack.
Motion City soundtrack.
Yeah.
What?
What is it?
Describe the song. Like, what are
Hey,
you
our
talking about?
social media coordinator sitting over there. What's that song? What is it? Do you know?
No, I don't know, but there's multiple songs by now.
Well, I know there's multiple songs, but only one that we ever heard of, right?
Motion City.
The Smoking
soundtrack.
Popes.
The Smoking Popes.
Smoking that dope.
Method Man and Redman are gonna be there. Why they're gonna be at Riot Fest, I don't know.
It's that one song that's like, tell me that you're alright. Tell me everything is alright.
Oh.
It sounds like trash.
That you're alright.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. What is that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I haven't listened to that in a long time. I'm gonna look it up after the podcast.
Meat
is done.
Puppets? Anybody heard of them?
Yes,
No.
the Meat Puppets, they had one good song back in the
Hey,
90s.
they're in the same vein as old Meat Slayer over here.
Mead Slayer.
You sure it's not Meat Slayer?
It's Mead.
It's Meat Slayer.
Mead Slayer. Follow
You
me
know-
on
you
Twitter
know
and
the
look
one-
for me on ESO.
You know the one song Meat Puppets did. I can't remember right now, but you
What
don't
what
know
good is
one.
that?
It's from the 90s.
Nas.
Nah.
Nah.
Like
Fits in the
Nas.
Tantrums.
They're-
I like Fits. in the
Why are
Tantrums.
they at
Yeah.
Riot
I
Fest?
do. I can't help it.
Why are they at Riot Fest?
Because they try and get
know.
every kind of
Julian Marley.
Okay, here's the problem with
Oh,
that.
really?
Trying to get a bunch of different genres makes your whole show like, oh well, I'll go, but I only want to listen to this one band. I'll go, but I only want to listen to like two.
Because there's like a 3-day fest, so they try and divide
Yeah.
it up, and they put different things on different days to get as many people as possible.
Here's a person I'd go see. Andrew WK is gonna be there.
Andrew
I've never
WK.
actually listened to anything
get a
he's
party
made.
Going, let's get a party going.
And D. Snyder.
I
Dee
just
Snider.
the only thing
I
I,
would
know
not go
about
see Dee Snider.
NWK is that he did some shows on Cartoon Network like Destroy, Build, Destroy.
That was him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, I don't think he did that. He did some dumb show on Cartoon Network though.
Yeah, he was on Cartoon Network, and it was.
It was
So
bad.
Did we say that Coraline was done by Tim Burton?
Coraline was, but Paranorman
Paranorman
was not.
wasn't.
Who did Paranormal?
Paranorman was produced by the studio called Leica, who also does Kubo and the Two Strings.
Leica is the company I was talking about, which was not on Night Before Christmas.
Correct.
But it's similar.
They let Tim Burton onto the team for Coraline because I think it was a Tim Burton idea.
I mean, no, it's like an actual story.
What?
Diarrhea Planet is also gonna be
Oh,
there.
Diarrhea Planet.
Yes. Oh, they better be punk rock.
Ben was saying they were good.
Of
Oh,
course.
they better. Yeah, when they like that, they have to be punk, right?
Yeah.
They got to be at least semi-punk.
Who was saying they were good?
Ben.
Oh, fuck Ben.
He likes punk music.
I don't like Ben, so.
Yeah, true.
I'm not talking about your cousin Ben. I'm talking about your friend Ben.
Yeah, there are two Bens. We're kind of.
Justin, do you remember that show Destroy, Build, Destroy?
Unfortunately.
It was like three douchey, like fresh, like middle schooler or high schoolers, and they're like, "We're gonna build something, and then we're gonna destroy it, and then build it again."
What a riot!
I'm like, why?
Sounds hilarious.
It was awful. And it was always like, "Dude, destroy,
Dude, that blew up so
Sweet.
nicely.
build it."
Radical.
You guys watch Assy McGee?
Assy McGee.
I've
no.
seen it. It's just like a cop who's just like a pair, like an ass and a pair of legs.
Yeah, it's just. It's pretty funny. It's on Adult Swim. Check it out.
Check it out. It's your weekly update.
Yes, let me get my newscaster. Just talking right into the radio.
Just gonna get right close up to the.
That's
mic
the
and
best
just,
TV, I'd say, is Adult Swim.
Adult Swim has
Adult
some
Swim and
really
Comedy Central
quality
is good
stuff.
I don't know. I don't ever. It's on
We
too
know
late.
it's
I'm
not.
in bed.
It's not
I'm
grim.
in bed
We
by
know.
the time it comes on.
It's
Adult-
not Jeopardy.
Adult Swim is
Oh,
where.
nothing is Jeopardy.
I mean, Jeopardy is Jeopardy.
Jeopardy is the best television. Simple as that.
Match game's fun now.
It's not Jeopardy though.
Yeah, but it's match game.
Well, it's just because you like Alec Baldwin.
I do like Alec
I like
Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin, too.
Who
I just-
dislikes Alec
I
Baldwin?
just think of the South Park episode where it's like, I tweeted some homophobic stuff, and then I realized I'm not homophobic. It's my thumbs that are homophobic, so I cut them off.
But Adult Swim is where I first started watching the anime. Is where I first started seeing that.
Toonami.
Yeah.
Yeah, they revamped Dragon Ball Z, which is pretty cool.
They
They
revamped
basically
Dragon Ball
They have
Z.
One Punch Man on there
Wait,
now.
they revamped it for Adult Swim?
like they put it on there now, and it's called Dragon Ball Z Kai, where they
Yeah, that's like a
basically
new series.
they take about 3 episodes of Dragon Ball Z, and they condense it. They take out all the filler shit, and they condense it down to one 25-minute long video, instead of watching 3 episodes where you get a shit ton of filler and charging and powering
Yeah,
up.
you get a shit ton of-
You'll get, more action.
You'll
in
get
the
right
20
to the
minutes.
business of it. You don't got to sit there and watch 17 episodes of Goku going from Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 3.
Not so much foreplay.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God. Or
Super
what was-
Saiyan God Super Saiyan is what it is.
Yeah.
The question is, how long did it take for Namek to explode?
6 hours, but 30
Because I
episodes?
just recently watched that saga. I want to say it's like 19 episodes.
And how long is it in
For
the show?
what to explode?
For
Of the
5
planet
minutes
that
to
they're
pass.
fighting on.
And how long's the time frame
where
where
the
it blows up?
Namekians are from, which is who Piccolo
He
is.
said it's going to blow
He's
up
a
in like
Namekian.
5 minutes, is what he said.
And then it takes
took
19 episodes?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
5
5
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's great.
That is how anime
Fuck
works.
yeah.
Time is nebulous.
Well, they do the same thing in movies,
Oh yeah, all the time.
They got we got 2 minutes till this goes, and you'll watch 30 minutes of the movie.
We got 2
Still.
minutes, and then you watch 10 minutes of the movie, but time goes really fast until the last 30 seconds, where everything is suddenly taking forever.
Yeah, it's about 1 second goes by in like 7 seconds.
I know on Speed Racer they used to do a race from all across Europe and it take them only 2 episodes.
Speed Racer, ha, hoo, ha.
Ha! Hoo! Ha! Ha!
He's got the monkey
Okay,
in the
I was
back.
talking to my friends about this. What was the name of the monkey on Speed Racer? We couldn't remember the monkey's name.
Oh.
Chim Chim?
Chim Chim.
Chim
Chim
Chim and
Chim.
Spritle. Come on.
Bridle.
Does he happen to like a lemon lime soda?
I don't
Lemon
know.
lime
I
soda.
don't know who they like or not.
Sprite's lemon lime, right?
Yes.
Okay. I want to make sure my joke hit there and was right.
Yeah, it wasn't that good. You're a little off this week, I
I'm
think.
funny.
You are the glue that holds us together.
I am.
He's the comedy.
You
of
had to
this-
wait for me to do this, didn't you?
That's true. We didn't hold off 2 days.
We
in order
needed
to
the
get you
glue.
in here.
You needed me.
That
Well,
Elmer's.
it's actually not that. It's just that your brothers are lazy and didn't have anything to talk about, so I had to give them an extra couple days.
Yep.
I am a busy man.
What did you do yesterday?
Do I
Get
gotta hear
Chipotle?
that again, how
Yes.
busy you are?
Yes, you do. Because it's important.
There wasn't too much really going on.
There
Well,
is
Except-
not much happened this
Except
week.
I heard something about Colin Powell's emails got leaked, and they
Yeah, more
basically
leaks, emails, yeah.
yeah.
In important news, homecoming for me is next week.
Oh, when is that?
It's next Saturday. Well, I guess this
But the
Saturday.
game is Friday?
The game's Friday and homecoming Saturday. You know, we have a
Yeah, we're gonna go to the laser light show and drop some
Oh,
E.
that's right. there's a
Yeah,
laser
they're
light
doing
show
they're doing
after
it.
the
We
game.
usually do fireworks, but now we have this new turf field. They're like, let's not do fireworks. Let's hold back on that for a little bit. And so then we're doing a laser light show, and like homecoming week, we have all these dress up days and stuff. It's usually fun. Usually teachers don't care as much about like actually learning this week.
I went to South Elgin for a Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd cover band concert, and they had a laser light show out in the middle of the forest. That was pretty fucking cool.
Was there a sonic forest out there?
What's a sonic forest?
It's when a bunch of hippies put a bunch of big metal bars into the ground, like a little patch of trees, and when you smack them, they make different noises.
No.
So you just see a bunch of people high on acid smacking poles in the middle of a yard.
That's
No.
Smacking poles.
Smacking
I thought we
poles.
already
Smacking
covered
pole.
that segment.
Hey man, the gay follows. It's just. But no,
We
it,
are
it,
prevalent.
it rings at different pitches, so
Yeah.
you just see people trying to make music. I'm so in tune with nature, and it's so annoying.
Well, so if you have the game Friday and you have the dance on Saturday, we're gonna have to do a show on Sunday again, right?
Yeah, you have to wait for me.
Fuck.
Sunday's Dominic's
Or
birthday.
we can. Oh, so we'll just do it. We'll have to wait till he comes home Friday.
We'll
night.
do it without him.
Yeah.
Well, we can't do it without him. He's
I'm the glue.
He's the
We'll have a
glue.
guest. We can have a guest come on.
All right, we'll have a guest on.
All right, fine.
All right, so Jared won't be here.
Watch
next
it
week.
crumble.
Just watch us crumble.
Without the glue, what are we gonna do?
So-
I think the new idea has to be that we just have our coordinator yell from across the room when we need to ask a question.
So,
I can do that.
You can do that.
Let's hope it gets picked up.
so,
That might sort of calm down the sausage fest.
Yeah. so like I said how we have these dress-up days for homecoming, and Monday is all like class, like each class, like freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, they all have their specific color. You know, I'm orange.
Yep, juniors are orange.
I'm orange this year, and guess what I got for my orange color?
I thought you had some orange pants.
I went to my friend and picked up some orange skinny jeans from him,
Nice.
and it's gonna look great. And I have an orange headband up in my room.
And what color shirt? You gonna wear an orange shirt
But-
too? You gotta wear all orange.
I don't know. It might be too much. I don't actually own an orange shirt, so I might just go black.
I probably have an orange shirt. Somebody's got like an orange bear shirt. You can wear that.
Oh, I have an orange shirt. I think I have an old orange PSHS shirt.
I got an orange shirt. Says Peanut Punch on it.
Why? Why does it say peanut punch?
From Peanut, who played for the Bears.
Ah.
He used
Tillman.
to always punch the football out.
Ah.
You can wear it inside out.
Yeah.
Or you
Hakuna
can
Matata.
wear it anyway.
But I'm excited to look like an idiot in orange skinny jeans.
All right, let's bring it around to something that we're familiar with, and let's talk about white people.
Oh boy.
There was an article that I was reading, and I think it was in the Atlantic, about the middle-class whites and how the mortality rate is going up. No, going down.
No, it's
Not
going
It's
up.
going up. How they're dying younger. White people are dying younger, and a lot of it has to do with the.
A lot of it's self-inflicted.
A lot of it's the world poor. It has to do with suicides and heroin overdoses and liver disease from alcoholism, and it's going to be a big problem because now they're also seeing it's not just because they're talking about how when the Soviet Union collapsed, it also happened to white males, but now it's also white females in the United States, and about how those are the people who are attracted to Trump because, and it's not just recent. It's not just from the.
It was relatively gender neutral, I think, is an important part of it. It wasn't just like, white males that were killing themselves. It was white females as too. So it's definitely more of a race thing than a gender thing.
It's a race thing and it's a poor thing and
It's a
even
classism
middle class,
thing.
It's a class thing, and how that's why a lot of that segment is going towards Trump because they are disillusioned. They're upset that they're not making any more money, and it's really getting to be a problem.
What I didn't like about this article, right off the bat, I want to say what I didn't like about this article that we read was that it wasn't really an article. It was a documentation of a conversation that was had between a couple people that were educated on the topic.
Right? They did a study, and it was an interview with the people.
Yeah,
who
it
did the
was
study on it.
it was them kind of talking a little bit, not completely off the cuff, but almost off the cuff, where it's just a conversation between them. Yes, they're educated. Yes, they know what they were talking about, and yes, they had their points across. But it wasn't displayed in a way that I would have preferred to see this information because I wasn't able to, properly see like their data and the things that they saw and things like that. So I'm a little skeptical about talking about it because I don't have all the info.
The point is, it's about people like us, middle-class whites, not necessarily living in the suburbs, but more like in like Appalachia and like that, who are having a hard time in the country right now because of the income inequality, and they just feel disillusioned, and they're starting to get outnumbered. Apparently, that's not, at least that's what they feel, even though it's not true.
Well, that's I think a good point that one of the gentlemen in the article, Anderson, brings up is he said, when you've always been privileged, equality for people starts looking like oppression. He made the point that like while black people and Latino people are some of the most disillusioned, like they have the least amount of job opportunities and education and stuff, they're also the most optimistic for the future. So I think with white people, because we've always been able to kind of get by and not have to worry about that whole racism problem, the fact that they're catching up, that they are actually getting more progress, it looks to us like we're being thrown down because they're actually catching up to where we have always been.
Well, there
at.
are also, it's a small portion, but there are also people that are putting down white people in our country today.
But like I was telling your mother, not now because I'm old, but when I was younger, when I was 24, 25, being a young white guy, I could get a job just about anywhere. I would never have a problem getting employed. I didn't have to deal with any of the shit that minorities have to deal with. It was no big deal.
Yeah, but now getting a job is hard for like everybody.
Yeah,
That
it
is-
sucked.
It is true. It's
Well,
hard
that-
getting a job for everybody, but a lot of that has got to do with racism. It has to do with corporations.
Yeah.
They don't want to. There's another article I read where this so-called lack of skilled labor is pretty much a fallacy. That there's plenty of people to do the work. It's just that now all these corporations, they don't want to spend the time training people anymore. So they want people who can come in and do exactly what they need them to do. They don't want to bring them in and train them on their equipment, even though it could be easily done. There's plenty of people out there to do it. They just don't want to spend the money, and they want to have as few employees. Even though they say they put out ads saying that we need so many people, they don't want to hire anybody because they want to get as much production out of as few people as possible.
Well, and
Because they got to take care of their bottom line, take care of their shareholders, got to make sure their shareholders make money.
I almost feel like our country is oversaturated on skilled workers. We have a lot of people that have degrees that, like, degrees are almost becoming meaningless at this point, where if you have a degree, yeah, that's nice, but so does this person, and so does this person, and so does that person.
Yeah, but why aren't
And
they getting
you
jobs?
need more and more degrees to get jobs that you wouldn't have
It's
needed
not
a degree
so much
for
degrees
earlier.
anymore now, it's experience. And the problem, especially with our generation, is jobs that you were typically able to get with just a degree doesn't work anymore. They want a minimum of like 5 years experience. And when I was looking for jobs right after college, I really couldn't get anywhere because I had my degree, but I didn't have like the minimum 2 years
Yeah, but
work
see,
experience.
Even that's wrong, because if you look at people my age, if people over 50, when they lose their jobs, that's it. They can't find another job because people don't want to hire them, at least not at the money that they're used to making.
Mhm.
So it's got nothing to do with experience. It's got to do with corporations not wanting to pay, because it comes down to their bottom line. The more that they pay their employees, the less profit they make. That's why, companies, well, this year they made a profit of $60 million, but next year it's only going to be $50 million, so we better lay off some workers. It's just insane. And it's not like they're losing money, they're just making a little less profit. So the first thing they do is start laying people off.
And that's one of the biggest paradoxes to me as a political observer, is that those disaffected white working class voters are pretty much in the pockets of a political party that has none of their interests at heart. Like, the Republican Party has zero interest in assisting the working class American white people.
They think it will assist them because if you take it's one of those things where a little bit of knowledge is more harmful than a lot of knowledge. Because if you take like an introductory economics class, the Republican methodology seems like it makes a lot of sense. But when you take more and more economics classes, you start to see how it's not so smart.
Exactly, because it's never worked. Their brand of government has never worked, where you cut taxes and everything's supposed to trickle down from the big corporations down to the working class, and it's never worked that way.
It's not what Bobby Jindal says.
And look what he did in Louisiana.
Louisiana's fucked.
Louisiana and Kansas are both fucked. 'cause
Yes,
they
trickle
Well,
down.
and that's
tried
something-
to do that.
That's something that Daniel and I have talked about, how, working class white people, they buy into Republican philosophy because they have this notion that one day they're somehow going to be
Exactly.
millionaires.
They're going to be millionaires, so they don't want to be taxed when they get to make their millions of dollars,
right? And
which never happens.
no, so they
Well,
buy
there's also the fact that people, like even me and you, are fucking sick of our incredibly high taxes in our state of Illinois. Our state taxes are fucking ridiculous, and so the notion of lowering those seems like a good fucking idea, doesn't it?
Okay, but then what do you cut? If you lower taxes, then you got to cut spending.
You gotta
So what do
find
cut?
you gotta find something, because you know what? We're giving all them tax money now, and they're not doing anything with
well,
it.
that's because Illinois is run like shit.
And that's why people like Donald Trump, because people think that Donald Trump is going to go in there and disrupt what's going on in the political level.
But the thing with Donald Trump is that as far as federal taxes go, right now we are paying the lowest amount of federal taxes
Yeah.
that we've just about ever done.
And I was talking to Daniel about how Donald Trump's whole pitch is going back to the 50s and 60s when things were great and wonderful. In the 50s, I guess the highest tax bracket was paying 90% of their income in tax.
Yeah,
The
yes.
highest tax bracket was 90%.
Crazy high.
So I mean,
And when you look at the big corporations, the CEO was making about 30 times what the average worker made, and now it's about 370 times what the average worker makes. And it's all because everybody now, they don't want to put the money, because they don't have to, because the reason the tax bracket was at 90% is it would encourage corporations to take all their profits and put it back into the company instead of taking it out and giving it to themselves.
Yeah.
But now that they lowered it, there's no incentive for them to put that 300% back into the company. They just take it out and put it in their own pockets.
Yep.
Into the shareholders' pockets.
And then the money stagnates. It just sits in an account somewhere, not fueling the economy at all.
Yeah, like right after the housing crisis, they started showing how all these corporations were taking all their cash and just sitting it in bank accounts. And there was like $30 trillion of cash sitting in bank accounts from all these corporations. And like the banks, because the banks didn't want to loan anybody any money, and the corporations weren't spending any money on their own business, so they were just parking their cash and just leaving it sit.
And what I don't get is how people don't understand the democratic economic philosophy. It's like, if you give money to people that need to spend money, that money's gonna go to a corporation again.
Right, because the more money you give people like me and you, we're going to spend it. We're going to put it into the economy.
We're not holding cash.
And like
We're
there was
not.
That one guy, I forget his name, he did a TED Talk where, he makes millions of dollars. But he's like, I make, so much money, but I'm still only going to buy 2 cars. So he's only putting so much money back into the economy. Whereas we're going to take every dollar we make and put it back into the economy.
Yeah, just about. Just about everything that we make goes right back into the economy and keeps it
And
fueled.
that's the way it's got to work. You have to buy stuff in order to keep it going. And if there's only so much stuff that rich people can buy, you need to have everybody able to buy stuff.
Yep.
Absolutely.
What?
Nothing. I don't.
Jordan, sitting here shaking your head doesn't help.
Yeah,
us.
getting all salty.
I know. I just get frustrated with this whole notion that Republican philosophies actually work. Like, it bothers me. Like, there's been zero evidence that it's actually been beneficial to anybody that's been in the working class, and yet they peddle to these Republican people who think they're going to make their lives better.
It's the problem I mentioned before. A little bit of knowledge can hurt more than having a vast array of knowledge. They understand the very basics of economics, but then you need more than that to really get a grip on how things are working. Because even in my economics courses that I've taken, and I haven't taken all that many, Republican philosophy doesn't seem all that bad. It seems like it could work. And so people buy into it because that's what they were taught and it's what they understand. But there's more to it that they need to figure out, is what it is.
Well, I mean, that's a problem with our educational system, for the most part, at that point.
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
Daniel actually gets really pissed about high school. But for a lot of times in education, we just give, enough to get by, but not enough to fully, grasp a topic. So people in high school will, learn a little bit about, economics or a little bit about government. But they won't actually have a grasp for how it works, and then they get pissed when it works against them because they don't understand why it works in the first place.
Econ and Gov in high school are a semester course,
Yeah,
not a year-long course.
My AP Gov and Econ courses are 1 semester each.
Well, that's the thing. Most,
But you've only
college...
got so much time. I mean,
I understand that, but other countries find a way to fit it all in.
Well, that's also because we're still working on the summer break system.
yeah, most other countries go year round.
Yeah.
There's, short breaks in between.
Should probably cut the summer break, honestly.
I mean, we don't do agricultural farming anymore. We really don't need it.
Hey, shut up, Alex.
And there are studies that show that kids forget. They take off 3 months.
Yeah, they
and when
lose a
come
lot of
back in
info.
August, they forget about what
Yeah.
they were taught in May.
You right.
And so much of the beginning of the school year is like, okay, guys, what do you remember from last year? Nothing. Okay, we're going to go over that really quick.
And I think a lot of it is because Daniel really hates the way high school is run in America. He really thinks it doesn't do kids any favors. And we've developed this notion, especially in high school, where you need to... Sorry. We've developed this notion in high school where you have to get the A. Failing a class is the worst thing in the world, and you're, looked down upon for failing.
It is.
They don't want you to aspire to try to do something harder and work through it. He gets mad because, say, if you want to take, AP Calculus, but you get an F, you're not going to pass. But they have this strict timeline of you can only be in here for, 4 years, otherwise you're frowned down upon. Whereas, college, you can go for as many terms as you need to and pass, retake courses as many times as you need to make sure you understand the material.
Yeah, you just got to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars to do that.
Right, and
But-
that's another problem.
Well, that's another
It's
problem.
just
But I'm
so
saying, like,
expensive.
if high school was run a little bit more like college, where you gave students the freedom to retake and understand more, they would probably leave high school
Yeah, but
with
then
the
you'd have
higher
kids
rate.
in high school for 5, 6, 7 years. And then you'd have to build bigger high schools because you have more students.
I had a
And then you have
Swedish.
the problem of kids who are 20 or 21 being in school with kids who are 14,
Right.
which you can't have that.
I bombed a test at the beginning of the school year because it was all about stuff we did. Like, it was all about stuff we were supposed to learn in the beginning of the school year. Like, when we get here, you're supposed to learn this in my pre-calc class. They're supposed to give you a summer packet. You're supposed to do it and then take a test the week you got back. They didn't hand out the summer packets, and when they said check online, they weren't online. So I got the summer packet the day before the test, got to the test, and got like a 33% on it.
Oh, that is a terrible. Please tell me they didn't count that grade.
No, my grade's an 80% right now because I have one grade that's like a 30 or a 40, and it's a test, so it's 50% of my grade.
That's fucked up. That is
And
seriously fucked.
I hate our grading system because it's like I'm gonna get a 99 on this test. Okay, I get a 98 on this test. My grade drops like 3%
Why is that?
because
It's a weighted
I did worse on the test. So my overall grade is going to drop because I did 1 point less. So my grade's gonna drop, and because I have a higher grade, getting lower drops it a lot. But if I were to get a higher grade, it boosted maybe 0.3%.
The weighted system is stupid as well.
And then
Well,
like
isn't that why they have the AP classes? Isn't that make it? Isn't it
AP
weighted
and
more,
yeah, AP
right?
and honors is like if you get an A, it's basically like a super A. A B,
Super A.
because a B is counted as an
It's
A.
an S.
A B is counted as an A, and then a C
Right.
is counted as a B, and then a D and an F are just D and an F because you failed that class.
You can't get a C.
Yeah, you can't get a C in an honors or AP class because C's are counted as B's, but D's and F's do not go up.
Which is also dumb.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah,
So if you get a B, it counts as an A, which means it's like a 4 on your GPA.
yes.
Well, that's something weird that South does, because South didn't have the traditional 4.0 scale.
We have a 5, so there's a lot of
South had-
kids in the AP classes who have like taken APs and honors all year, where they have like a 5.8 GPA.
5.8.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I graduated high school. My GPA was like a 5.5.
I feel like we've
because-
talked about school a lot on this podcast.
We haven't talked about it that much.
I feel
Well,
like we
'cause
have.
South does
Well, that's
a
because Pudge is in school.
Yeah.
True.
I'm a junior.
Going
Again.
back to school.
But there's a lot of kids who have like a 5.8 now because they've done honors and AP all year, and if they get an A, you get like a plus 0.6 or something to your GPA. So, speaking of school, there happens to be a midget in the sophomore class, I believe. And every time I see him,
Little person.
I see him every day in the hall. And I always think about the story that like Jeremy and Justin tell me where some guy in their grade hopped over this girl who was a little person and got suspended, you know? And
For
I
hopping.
always think about it and I'm like, I think it'd be worth it to jump
He
him.
actually jumped over the midget.
He did, yeah.
You know the
Like
story
running
better
down
than
the
You know
hallway.
the story better than I do.
Yeah, this guy that I went to school with was running down the hallway, and she was walking down the hallway, and he decided to jump over her. I think he got suspended for like 2 weeks or something like
He got a
that.
2-week suspension for hopping a midget.
Yeah.
But think about it.
I think half of it was out of school, half of it was in school.
What was the reasoning behind the suspension? What did they say?
What was the law he broke?
I assume it had something to do with some sort of harassment or something.
But think about it. If
Being
there's like
attacked her.
yeah,
if
being
there's a midget in
insensitive.
my way and I'm gonna be late to class, I'll jump him.
I'll jump a bitch.
And then it's like,
I'll jump a midget.
and like, say that person jumped over someone who was like 5 foot or like 4
Like
foot
Jordan
something.
says someone's jumped over Jordan.
Yeah, if someone jumped over Jordan, some 5'2" dude, you wouldn't be like, oh, suspend him. You'd be like, shit, that was
They do it all the time in
impressive.
the slam dunk contest, right?
Yeah, they taller.
They jump over people.
You'd
all
be
the
like,
time.
fuck yeah, that was impressive. Get to your class, you know? But it's like, no, because you jumped someone that was 3 feet, get suspended.
All right, with on that, we're gonna wrap it up. I think it was an okay show this week. What do you think?
There's
Right?
a midget in one of the
I rated
videos.
a 7.
Rated a 7. Did we
Yeah.
get a 7, Jeremy? No.
Jeremy gets a 4.
Best game, best game.
Four.
10 out of 10, IGN.
All right, we want to thank everybody for listening. We want to thank Becky, our social media coordinator, for shouting out to us every once in a while,
Say bye.
doing our tweets and our Facebook. Thanks, Becky.
Shout out.
Welcome.
Thank everybody for listening to the last 2 episodes. Hope you like this one. We'll be back next week, maybe with or without Jared. Hope we can do better.
Did you mention the Facebook and the Twitter?
I was just about to. Remember to follow us on Twitter at JWorksProd and on Facebook, and check us out on YouTube, and like, comment, and subscribe.
There you go.
I got it right this time. All right, thanks a lot. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Maybe.
Bye.
See you.